Thank you for being here today. Welcome to day 683. Today we're going to be talking about being grateful and forgiving. Those are the antidotes for bad attitude. Sometimes we get mad or we also are criticizing others and we start having a bad attitude and especially when we get mad or when we get resentful, we start having a bad attitude. But when we start being grateful or when we forgive, then we begin to open up and we change the perspective, and our mind immediately changes, and we start looking at things differently because we start feeling better, and our mind starts immediately looking at the people in a different perspective. So uh, look at those times when you have been resentful you know, for what people do to you. But if you start forgiving them for what they do to you, and if you start looking at them being grateful because maybe they didn't mean to do that, or maybe you just misunderstanding, and you look at things a little bit different, you change the perspective, and you forgive them, and you are grateful, or you just forgive them for what they have done to you, I, then you immediately uh, look at the things in a different way. Uh, it's uh, it's always good to look at things with a different perspective. I remember when we were, many times I've had issues with my parents, with my dad, for example, when I was growing up, and I didn't agree with what he was doing to me. But uh, when I thought of all the sacrifices that he was doing for me, I started feeling grateful for what he was doing for me. And that gratefulness immediately made me feel more love for him. And I started to understand that he loved me in return. And that turned into that gratitude and that exchange of ideas. And, I that resentment that I had went away. And we have to open up in a way that we feel that love, and love has no barriers. It just opens up and goes that way. So when we forgive, when we feel grateful, then our attitude changes. That's why we have to use that gratefulness and that forgiveness to be able to change our attitude. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, stay proactive. Goodbye.